today there are two things I want to discuss. One is the Tesla AI Day, which is just around the corner, and the second one is the software release 2022.28.2. It's not a big update, but there is one significant improvement which I'd like to share with you. So let's start with the software update. The latest software update is 2022.28.2. It's fairly small. It only has like 4 or 5 documented release notes, which we will go through in a minute. But one thing that I'm really excited about is the alternate routes, and I'll tell you why. Before Tesla, I was driving Hyundai Santa Fe, and I used to rely on Apple CarPlay. I never used the inbuilt car navigation, and it's pretty obvious. Why would you use Apple any other navigation when you have Apple CarPlay or Android? Now, one of the things I liked about the navigation or Apple CarPlay was that it used to give like multiple options. When you put a destination, you can choose the one with the toll, without the toll, maybe with the freeway. So you have more options, and you probably know the roads around your area better. So that's why I really like that I had the freedom to choose. But when I switched to Tesla, and Tesla does use Google Maps, but still it doesn't give you freedom to choose alternate routes. It was just giving you one route. So it's been a week, so it's not a big problem, but I can totally see that as you start using more and more navigation, it's going to be a problem, right? Lucky, it's just been a week for me. I own the Tesla and this Model Y, and they have released this new update where you have an alternate route option. And that's really good, because now, just like Google Maps or Apple Maps, it gives me multiple options, multiple route when I try to put any destination. The second update is the theater mode, which I'll park somewhere and I'll try to demonstrate. So basically, before, when you are watching a Netflix or Disney Plus or a YouTube, and if you wanted to go out of the theater mode, it will quit. You have to go back again, open the app from scratch, and resume whatever you're watching. But now you can shift the window onto your left. You will have this panel visible. I think you can also view the bar at the top. So you basically will be able to see the information without exiting out of the theater app. So in a nutshell, it's more like multitasking, not exactly what you do on your phone or your computer, but it's still pretty good. Because anyways, you can't watch anything while you're driving, so it does make sense. But at least when you are charging or when you're parked and you're just watching something, and for an example, you want to see some information on your screen, you don't have to quit the whole theater app and then come back again. So this option, theater mode, full screen theater mode, can now be minimized, is really handy. Now, other than those two, there is nothing really interesting. I mean, I think they've introduced maybe 2 or 3 different games. So yes, if you are into games, then maybe that's exciting. I actually never got a chance to play anything on this car, but yes, maybe in future. I've actually ordered a controller online. Hopefully I'll get it in a couple of weeks, and then I'll probably try connecting it and see if it works. Because for some reason I don't like using my steering. I did try playing one game, but then I was like, no, I don't want to use my steering, because I think when you move the steering, it also moves the wheels. So I just didn't like that. So I'm just waiting for the controller, and then maybe I'll try a few games, which I hear. All right. So the next thing, the AI Day. Now, it's been a few months. As you can, I mean, if you're following Elon Musk on Twitter, you would know that he's been tweeting, and he postponed the AI Day to 30th of September. And that's because he said that by this time we will have the Tesla bot, which is the Optimus, I think that's what they call it, will be ready for a demo. And I'm really excited about that, because when they announced for the first time, there was no Tesla bot. It was just a human dressed in like a robot costume, and he was just dancing on the stage. But I see where Tesla is going with this. I don't see that much excitement around the Tesla bot and the whole, humanly robot, but maybe this will change on the AI Day. So let's see what they have to announce. Apart from the Tesla bot, I'm really hoping that they will give some information around FSD. Now again, Elon Musk has been told on this, he's been promising from many years, and it just one of those things that it's still yet to make it in real world. Now I see it's not as simple like any other software feature that you push a button and it can be released. There are many other challenges involved, regulation, different countries, different rules, but at least as far as the US goes, what I want to see is some progress, at least in US, because if it is rolled out in the US at a really high scale, then there are some hopes that it will eventually come to Australia as well. But yeah, on that note, I really hope that by the end of this year they release software beta for all the people who have paid for FSD here, full self-driving package. It's around $10,000 Australian dollars, and I'm sure it's going to go up the moment they announce that they're going to release the FSD beta in Australia. And to be honest, if they do announce, and if it is promising, then I might sign up. Because right now, to me, it looks like $10,000 is way too much for what you're getting. I mean, I know there is an option of enhanced autopilot, enhanced autopilot, and then if you want, you can pay another $5,000 and get the full pack. The enhanced autopilot is for 5,000 something. Yeah, if you have that much money and if you want to give it a go, yes. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you're not going to lose that, because full self-driving is going to increase the price. And let's say after a couple of years, if you sell your car, you are obviously going to get the money back. Your car may end up giving you more than what you actually bought. So you really don't know, what can happen in next year or two. So I think it's a good investment. I will definitely get it. I'm just waiting for some sort of news from a well-known source that they're going to come up with FSD beta here in Australia, and then I'm all up to sign up. Yeah. So yes, I'm really excited about the AI Day. It's on 30th of September. I don't know what time it is. I'll have to Google it. Especially I don't know when it will be available here in Australia. So most likely it's going to be around 1st of October. Yeah. Okay, so as promised, I almost forgot. I think I need to park somewhere, and I'm going to show you actually the alternate route and the theater mode. Let's find a really good spot, good parking. Yeah, it just crops up. Right. I think maybe here is okay. On the left. All right. Let's go to navigation. So let's say if I want to go to somewhere far, somewhere like that, it gives me more than one option. Yes, it does. So now it's saying you can either go from here, which requires toll and it's the fastest, or you can go from the other side, which also requires toll, but it has I think less traffic compared to this, but it takes more time, 1 hour and 41 minutes. So that's good. That is really good. Okay, so it's pretty simple, right? So that's one of the option, and the second one is the theater mode. Let's go into the theater mode. So let's say I go to Netflix. And I'm going to watch Ozark. Very good show, by the way. All right, so now while this is playing, you see this icon here, so you minimize that. So you still have all the details information about the car here, like your battery, time, all of that. And then you can go back again to watching whatever you're doing. You can also just do like that, swipe down. So now you have everything else, or whatever you had running behind the theater mode, and then back up again. I'm pretty sure you will have to hold it. You can't leave it. Yep, that's it. It's gone. So the moment you leave it, it's gone. So now if I go back again to theater mode, I have to start again. That's not good. It should recognize. It's just trying to put me in the center of the lane. I mean, I understand that there is a solid line on the left, but the car should override that because there is a divider on the right, clearly. So it's too narrow for the car to be in the center.